Okay, good morning, all of you. Hello.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Am I properly audible to you all people?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today I have already given the topic to you people. And next thing is that about your internal examination. Okay. Your second internal examination, the portion will be same of the first internal examination, and whatever is being taught to you till date, that things will be added to you. Okay. So I should think now we should start today's group discussion with Abhay Kashyap. Abhay Kashyap.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Abhay, please start.
Just a minute now. Yes. Good morning, ma'am, and my dear friends. I am Abhay Kachap, and today I speak on the topic of how to revive Indian economy. The Indian economy was struggling even before the COVID-19 pandemic, but the pandemic made the situation worse. So, challenge of Indian economy is primarily a consumption-driven economic, but due to COVID-19 pandemic, the economic of many people is severely hit, and hence there is a sharp reduction in the consumption of many goods. COVID-19 pandemic made many people unemployment, so there is a sharp increase in the unemployment rate. There will be many people do not have enough cash to hand to meet basic needs. Step taken by the government of India is the Indian government is reopening the sector one by one that were shut down due to lockdown, and there is a need to take step to improve investor confidence. And during the COVID-19 lockdown, people are forced to go back their village from cities, but at present most of the economic opportunities are in cities. This made many people jobless. So we need to learn from this lesson and have to concentrate on a rural centric development to create more rural jobs. That will lead to sustainable development and can prevent uh, severe damage in the times of pandemic. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Abhay. Very nice. I have liked your point about the rural development. This
Yes,
point
ma'am.
is very nice of you. Okay, next,
Yes, ma'am.
Ayush Kumar.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Ayush.
So the economic blow of the COVID-19 is a coordination of intensity and rate at which it has spread, and no clarity on how long it will last. The recent World Bank Global Economic Outlook predicts that most of the countries in the world will be staring at a recession in the coming months. The Indian economy was already under distress much before the COVID-19 intrusion. The efforts which deemed promising have started looking insufficient because the lockdown has intensified and the pressure on the economy and the macro indicators have started reflecting the despondency. The economists, experts, and policymakers may have different viewpoints and approaches to the situation. Still, the underlying objective of all the thought groups is to bring the economy back on the growth trajectory. So let us expound which makes for an ideal mix of actions that may seem neither overly idealistic nor crude. First one is government-driven expenditure to increase consumption-led demand. The growth factors such as private investment, consumption, and exports are not showing positive outlook. So the onus to induce the revival lies with the government-driven expenditure that will inject money in the system and bring back the confidence of private sector. Second is course setup.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Second is core sectors prioritization. The focus on core sectors that can trigger strong growth stories such as agriculture, healthcare, education, and IT sector, etc. should be prioritized, and policy framework needs to be reworked, which allows swifter movement and reduces the bottlenecks. Third one is reinforcing rural development. The last few months have witnessed a considerable migration of workforce back to their native homes. Rural India on coastal scale propounds a viewpoint to build back better. Rural infrastructure needs to be strengthened and can support the growth of agro-based industries, better access to markets for farmers, creation job opportunities for rural population, improving and purchasing power. Fourth one is capitalizing on anti-China wave. The COVID pandemic has brought a robust anti-China wave globally, which allows India to exploit on its positioning. Also, positive image of India over the years merged with the countries looking for an alternative to China give India once a millennium opportunity to grab the preferred destination spot for manufacturing and outsourcing. That's it.
Okay, very good, Ayush. Very good. Okay, next, Srishti.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Srishti.
Good morning, everyone. Today, myself, Shrishti Priya, is going to speak few lines on the topic how to revive.
Hey, please give an introduction again. How
Good
you?
morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Today, I'm going to speak few lines on the topic how to revive Indian economy. Due to COVID-19, world economy was badly hit and India is also not an exception. Since the start of 21st century, annual average GDP growth has been 6% to 7%, and India was world's fastest growing economy in the world. Contraction of 7.7% in 2020. The need of the time is to revive the Indian economy at a faster rate. To revive the Indian economy at a faster rate, following steps may be taken. Government spending towards infrastructural projects, which will create jobs, demand for industrial goods, and thereby it will give a push to manufacturing sectors. Incentives to manufacturing sectors to produce more with focus on export, which will in turn create jobs to more and more people, and it will contribute towards GDP growth. Recently, Honorable Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman has announced PLI scheme across 13 key sectors to generate employment opportunities for country's youth. Low interest loan to MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprises contributes nearly 30% of India's GDP, who are suffering the most due to COVID-19. They need low cost fund tax rebates for revival, and government should focus on them also. Motivating people for spending by providing income tax rebates, subsidies on purchase of consumer goods to support the manufacturing sectors, which will in turn help in completing the cycle of economic growth. Thank you.
Okay, very good, Srishti Priya. Next, Shubham
Thank you,
Kumar. Shubham Kumar. Shubham, are you there? Shubham. Shishir. Shishir Kumar Gupta.
Hello.
Yeah, Shishir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I have not prepared.
Okay, just prepared, okay? Next, Abhay Gupta. Abhay Gupta.
Hello,
Yeah, Abhay.
ma'am. Not prepared, ma'am.
Why, beta? You have not.
After some time,
Huh?
after some time, ma'am. After some
After
time, I will
okay,
talk.
okay. Parmeshwar Yadav. Parmeshwar Yadav. If you have not prepared, then tell me. Parmeshwar Yadav. Priyanka Kumari.
Yes, ma'am.
Parmeshwar Yadav. Which? Shubham Kumar. Shubham Kumar. Priyanka Kumari.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Priyanka.
Good morning, everyone. Today I am presenting my views on the topic how to
I
revive
am going
Indian
to
economy.
present. Today I am going to present.
Today I am going to present my views on the topic how to revive Indian economy. As we know that the Indian economy was struggling even before the COVID-19 pandemic, but the pandemic made the situation worse. So the government of India is trying hard to revive the economy. COVID-19 pandemic made many people unemployed. So there is a sharp increase in the unemployment rate. Thereby, many people do not have enough cash at hand to meet basic needs. Steps taken by the Government of India. In May 2020, the Government of India announced Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan with the tagline Vocal for Local. 20 lakh crore rupees was allotted for this economic package, and it is said that this package will benefit laborers, farmers, etc. In general, banks do not prefer to give loans to MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprises, as they are apprehensive about repayment. But the announcement of collateral-free loans for MSME sector can help the companies in producing raw materials and to pay etc. They can help the economic revival and can also prevent further loss of jobs. The Indian government is reopening the sectors one by one that were shut down due to lockdown. What more needs to be done? There is a need to bring structural reforms in the healthcare sector. In India, many people slip into poverty due to medical expenses. A strong healthcare system can not only give peace to people but also helps in the economic revival of the nation. There is a need to encourage and incentive exports, which can benefit domestic industries. It also has the potential to create more jobs. There is a need to take steps to improve investors' confidence. During the COVID-19
Stop.
lockdown,
Stop. Next, Parmeshwar Yadav. Parmeshwar Yadav. Parmeshwar Yadav. Next, Shubham Kumar. Shubham Kumar.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, speak.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
So we are here to discuss on the behalf of how to revive our Indian economy. First of all, I am going to discuss on what is Indian economy. Indian economy tells that the whatever the purchase or import and export taking place within in country for which the country got some benefits or profit which is converted into GDP. So this is the basic fundamental means definition of Indian economy. In this way, the big industries or the big government agencies and NTPC, big PSUs, they are the main pillars of Indian economy. Just whatever benefits they are getting from the market that is directly related to the Indian economy. So our point is how to revive Indian economy. As we can clearly see that the data come in 2020 that our GDP goes to 7.3%. So it's matter of worry. So as a youth, we can suggest our government to emphasize or more on Swadeshi products as our Prime Minister already told about this Make in India policies and Made in India policies. As must and Made in India policies, importing of foreign goods should be minimized. The less should be imported, the more profit can our government can make in India. The second thing in the export of grains, as we know that our country, India, is a farming country. Very plenty of grains are present. So we can export grains for that export grains so that profit can be come to our country. Petroleum or the oil that we import for the other countries should be minimized. Whatever the
Stop. Next.
Hello.
Yeah, stop. It's too long. Other also have to get the chance. Okay. Next,
Yes, ma'am.
Abhishek Shubham. Abhishek Shubham.
Good morning. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
good
Yes, ma'am.
morning. Yeah. Abhishek.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Abhishek Subham. Today, I am going to present my views on how to revive Indian economy. There are few long-term
Anyone
actions.
say what is the meaning of revive? Anyone of you can say what is the meaning of revive?
To recover or to bring back.
Yeah,
बचाना मैडम बचाना.
Bachana. And anything else than that? In this sentence, what it means? How to revive Indian economy, I am saying, na? So in
Growth,
this
ma'am.
sentence,
Growth.
मैडम
Growth.
अपना इकोनॉमी को कैसे बचाएं मैडम?
Ma'am, growth.
growth, no, I will not say growth.
Boost. Ma'am, boost.
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 मैम पहले की तरह उसे लाना.
Yeah. Just to restore it again. Anna, that's something to be restored. Okay. Okay, go ahead, Abhishek Shubham.
There are few long-term actions India could undertake to revive its economy. The first of it is US-India Free Trade Agreement. We could see that India exports small things such as pharmaceuticals, machinery, textiles, chemicals, and iron to US, but it imports from US aircrafts, organic chemicals, and medical equipments. And also, US is the largest investment partner of India. So India should try for free trade agreement with US. India need to better its infrastructure. For the projects like India, Myanmar, Thailand trilateral highway, India can connect to Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam directly from road transportations, from which India could get benefit through its electricity department for low cost of due to low cost of manufacture of electricity in these countries. Another, India needs to boost value-added exports such as information technologies. There are also few small steps which India could take to boost up its economy, such as government must relax taxation policy, infuse credit into the economy, increase per
Tax,
capita
one
income.
minute, but the tax money is being used for the development only, no?
Ma'am, but nowadays we could see that if that the taxation is is little bit, ma'am, released, people will get more money,
Means
and if they have more
relaxation in
money,
some
they
fields.
will,
So we can
ma'am,
say
but
that
they will,
taxation in some fields.
yes, ma'am, in some field.
Yeah, that would use
And
it.
if, yes, ma'am,
All
yes,
fields,
ma'am,
if it will be given, then there will be no, because that the revenue the government is being collected, that is being used for this development of this road, highways and all this, no? So in some
ma'am,
fields,
but
relaxation of the taxes should be given on, or in some sectors you can say, okay?
yes, ma'am. Increase per capita income, encourage startup culture, generate employment opportunities, improve the ease of doing business, and attract foreign investments. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, good, Abhishek. Next, Deepak Gorai.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, Deepak.
Good morning, everyone. Myself Deepak Rai, and I am here to present some views on how to revive Indian economy. As the first and second wave of COVID drowned the economy of India, India now needs policy vision out the ordinary to restore consumer confidence, business, and livelihood. What makes the second wave worse is the fact that this time around COVID-19 has traveled to small town in India to our villages. Last year, the year 2020, saw an unprecedented lockdown. This year, the approach towards lockdown has been different. We have seen state-specific lockdown apart that has not protected the economy as one would have hoped. There are some ways to recover GDP, increasing income for farmers. The recently introduced 2020 Farm Act will allow farmers to sell their products to the highest bidder, allowing them to seek higher incomes, which when farmers are prospering, they support the GDP of India. The through government expenditure and investment in infrastructure. By spending money on buildings and repairing roads and bridges, the government can create jobs in construction. Government can provide assistance in the form of grain assistance, some cash assistance, and can revive the poor and middle class people. That's it.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Deepak. Next, Rohit Kumar.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Rohit. How are you?
Fine, ma'am.
Fine.
Ma'am, I am going to speak about today's topic, how to revive Indian economy. The already slowing Indian economy is now faced with COVID-19, a great global pandemic, which is fast turning into an economic pandemic. The economic impact of the COVID-19 will be a function of the magnitude and the speed at which it spreads, the duration over which it lasts within India and across the globe. For the Indian economy, there would be both supply and demand side disruption. On the demand side, sector bearing the brunt of the adverse impact of COVID-19 include sectors such as trade, transport, travel, and tourism. Indian economy is primarily a consumption-driven economy, but due to COVID-19 pandemic, the income of many people is severely hit, and hence there is a sharp reduction in the consumption of many goods. On the other hand, there is a revenue shortage for the government, and on the other hand, it has been new liabilities such as additional expenditure on healthcare and also to revive the economy. The COVID-19 pandemic made many people unemployed. So there is a sharp increase in the unemployment rate. Thereby, many people do not have enough cash at their hand to meet basic needs. There are lots of other things
One minute.
which needs to be done.
You are saying that many people are having not cash in their hands to get
Yes,
the
ma'am.
basic needs and all. Can you say the sentence in a different way? People are not able to expend for their basic. or they are suffering from economic crisis.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can use this type of sentence now that people are meeting with economic crisis due to
Okay, ma'am.
lack of job opportunities. The students who are passing this year, this final year, their jobs they are not getting. Meritorious students' future are also not so bright. See, from the last 2 years, I don't think the placement rate is so high because many companies are not hiring
Yes, ma'am.
candidates. So, like that, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
There were lots of steps taken by the government of India, such as government announced Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, which with a tagline "Vocal for Local." 20 lakhs crore rupees was allotted for this economic package, and it is said that this package will benefit labor, farmer, honest taxpayer, micro, small, and medium enterprises. And there were a lots of other things also which needs to be done, like there is a need to encourage and incentivize exports, which can benefit domestic industry. It also has the potential to create more jobs. There is so much potential in the agriculture sector, which needs structural reform rather than temporary fixes. During the lockdown, people are forced to go back to their villages from cities. But at present time, most of the economic opportunities are in the cities.
Hey, 1
This
minute.
need many people.
Hey, 1 minute. All people are not from the village areas. Okay. So you can't say like this that many people are forced to go to the village and all hometown.
Yes, ma'am.
You can say that hometown because the
Okay, ma'am.
okay, because all people don't belong to the villages.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
This made many people jobless. So we need to learn from this lesson and have to concentrate on the rural concentric development to create more rural jobs that will lead to sustainable development and can prevent damage in the times of pandemic. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Shishir, have you prepared? Shishir Kumar Gupta.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, prepared.
No, ma'am.
Now I will just switch on your camera. I want to see your face. Switch on your camera. Okay, now hold your ears. Now hold your ears. When you will prepare. Yesterday only I have posted the link to you. Shishir, when you will prepare.
But I saw it saw it today only at 9. And after that, network issues. I'm having network issues.
Prepare. Prepare. I want to hear from you. Last you will be. Okay. Prepare first. Next, Rohan, go.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Rohan.
Good morning, ma'am. Today's topic is how to revive Indian economy. The Indian economy was struggling even before the COVID-19 pandemic.
Still it is struggling now.
Yes, ma'am.
Then?
But the pandemic made the situation worse. International Monetary Fund IMF projected a construction of 4.5% for India's economy in financial year 2021. So after many decades, this financial year's GDP growth will be negative. IMF also said that the Indian economy is expected to bounce back in financial year 2022 with 6% GDP growth rate. So the government of India is trying hard to revive the economy, and the notable economists are suggesting the ways for economic revival. Attempts to reopen the economy is threatened by the rising of coronavirus infected people. Balancing the economic revival and protection the people from the virus is the biggest challenge right now. Indian economic is primarily a consumption-driven economic, but due to COVID-19 pandemic, the income of many people is severely hit, and hence there is a sharp reduction in the consumption of many goods. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Next, Vinit Singh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Vinit.
Good morning to everyone. I am Vineet Singh, and today we are going to discuss about how we can revive the Indian economy. At first, let's discuss about what is economy. So, economy is the state of a country or region in terms of the production and consumption of goods and services and the supply of money. Now, coming back to our topic, how we can revive Indian economy. There are four major ways to improve economy: increasing income of farmers. In India, 40% of the population works in agriculture, and small-scale farming supports many poverty-level communities. However, the Indian government has historically kept prices for agricultural products low in favor of the consumer, despite the lower profits for farmers. Through government expenditure and investment in infrastructure, the government controls the amount and the nation spends on public matters each year. However, government spending is necessary to increase the overall GDP per capita. Urbanization in India's rural population, urbanization drives economic growth, and because Indian farming population is so prominent, moving some of these farmers to cities would allow them to get jobs in manufacturing. Becoming competitive in high potential sectors, India has the opportunity to create much as 1 trillion in economic value by establishing itself as a competitive manufacturer of electronics, chemicals, textiles, and auto goods. There are also some other ways like core sector prioritization. The focus on core sectors that can trigger strong growth stories such as agriculture, healthcare, education, and IT should be prioritized, and the policy framework needs to be revoked, which allows swifter movement. At last, I just want to say that before judging the government for the low GDP growth, think twice, as our country is suffering for pandemic for last 1 year, and they are trying their best for reviving our economy. So for that, we have to act responsible by paying taxes and all. Thank you.
Okay, very good, Vinit. Some new points I have got from your side. Next,
Thank you, ma'am.
Arya Kumar.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good morning, respected ma'am and my dear friend.
Electrical students, only 1 or 2 electrical students? Deepak. Deepak and Ayush, where your friends are? Electrical students, there are very less number. I think this time I also to be sometimes I have to be rude for your attendance. The attendance is very low. Okay, go ahead. Aryan Kumar.
Good morning, respected ma'am and my dear friend. I am Aryan Kumar from Mechanical Branch. Today I am here to represent my view on the topic how to prevent COVID third wave in India. As we all know, coronavirus are the group of viruses that infect the respiratory system and causes a variety of symptoms including cough, a running nose, and most probably a fever. It was originated in the city of Wuhan, China, and has quickly spread to the various countries. The World Health Organization declared the virus as a pandemic on March 11, 2020. In India, the first case of COVID-19 was reported in Kerala. After that, many cases were reported in various states. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare of India has raised awareness about the virus and has taken necessary action to control it. Moreover, the Indian government implemented a 55 days lockdown throughout the country to control the first wave of coronavirus. When the cases fall down, India gets ready for unlocking. After unlocking of lockdown, casual approach of people towards the virus leads to second wave of the virus, due to which cases rise sharply. But some of the experts are saying that the third wave of this virus will also come because of the different variants, which we are not ready about it. We can prevent it by getting vaccinated, wearing masks properly, and a basic hygiene such as regularly washing hands with soap and water and covering our mouth with elbow when sneezing, and avoid touching face, eyes and mouth with unwashed hand. Avoid unnecessary unprotected contact with animal, and be sure to thoroughly wash hand after contact. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. After this one, Shishir again. Shishir Kumar Gupta. Yeah.
Good
go.
morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Today, I am here to I am here to present my views on the topic how to revive Indian economy. India's growth story was largely positive, and the